This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2015 Rockwood ROO Model 23 IKSS, which is an island kitchen with a slide on both sides of the trailer. This particular slide here is a Schwinn-Tech, as you can see. We'll look at the other one when we get over there, but I think the other one is a Lippert through the frame type slide out. Okay, so you have a swing out bracket here to hold your grill if you want to. You can put a grill on there, swing it out, and also there's a, let's see where the gas fitting is. It's here somewhere. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, it's right here actually. So you pull that hose right out and connect a grill to it. Okay. You've got a power awning with LED strip, plus you've got outside speakers. This here is the vent for the range hood. Now if you're going to turn on the range hood fan to vent to the outside, you have to free up the baffle by going like this, so therefore it can flap freely. So whenever you're venting, do that, but otherwise you're going to keep it shut like this when you're traveling or in stores, that sort of thing. Okay. You have power and a signal out here, so you can hang a TV here if you choose to. Okay. So you do have a power tongue jack. 2 LP tanks that are full with an automatic changeover regulator. A deep cycle marine battery with a kill switch. You can see the kill switch is right there. Okay. Of course, you only can kill that when you put that into storage, otherwise you're going to leave it on so the battery charges. Now in this video we're not going to open and drop the bunks. We'll do that when you come to pick up, plus there's a ton of those online. So I'm just going to go over some of the features in the trailer. Okay, so this is this comes with a Husky Centerline hitch, which is a weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. So we'll show you how that operates when you pick up the trailer too. And like I said, the other side is a Schwinn-Tech slide out. This one is just a straight Lippert through the frame slide out. Okay. So you have your dump valves here. Of course, the black one on the right, and there's a gray on the left. The black tank is toilet water and waste. The gray tank is sink and shower water. So you always dump the black first, obviously, and then use the gray water to kind of wash it out. After you do that, you can leave the black valve open and hook the hose of the dump station up right here. This is the black tank flush. And you turn on the water, it'll spray out the inside of the tank, clean off the sensors, so you get a good reading on the monitor panel inside, that sort of thing. Okay. Now, this is your city water hookup right here. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. If you're camping someplace that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here. There's an onboard pump. So the bottom line is, if you're drawing from the tank with a pump, the plumbing works the same as it would if you had city water. So you're in good shape either way. This is where your 30 amp cord hooks up. This is just cable and satellite through to the inside. Okay. Outside shower to hose things off, kids and dogs and feet and whatever you need to hose off. The switches, there's switches inside the trailer, but with this one, this water heater works on both gas or electric. You have to note that there's a switch right here. If you can see it in the lower left-hand corner. This switch operates the electric heating element that's behind this cover here. So in order to run the electric heating element, you have to turn this to the on position. The other switches are inside the trailer, but you have to always keep that in mind. And you never turn it on, you never run it without water in the water heater tank, or it's called dry firing, and it'll damage the water heater. So you always want to make sure there's water in there. And this is your drain plug right here. There we go. Okay. Walk around this way. This compartment here, this is where your water heater valves are and your water pump, that sort of thing. All right. So let's go inside. Okay. This was really taken excellent care of. It looks like it looks almost like it's new. You don't see this too often, considering it's 5 or 6 years old. Excellent. The floor is good and hard, no soft spots, nothing. Excellent. So anyway, let's start over here with the range. First of all, I showed you the range hood vent on the outside. This is the way you turn the fan or the light on, okay? Remember I told you about the baffle on the outside. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Now, I don't know if he's got the gas turned on, so if not, we'll just walk through it like it is on. But this is your sparker. You turn this clockwise to spark. These three are obviously burner knobs, and this one is the oven knob. So let's see if he's got any gas turned on. No. Or maybe I can. It's hard to say. I guess not. I thought I could hear it, but obviously not. So anyway, to light it, you're just going to turn this to a light and spark it by turning this clockwise. Whoops. Hope you can see that. Spark it by turning it clockwise, and that's all you do. Now the oven you have to light with a grill lighter. This oven looks like it's never been used once. We see this quite a bit. So this is a brand new oven. As in it's never been used anyway. So all the way to the back, in the center at the bottom, is a pilot light. So you have to use a grill lighter with a long neck on it. Alright, what you do is you come up here to the pilot light, you go to pilot on, then you depress it. You keep it depressed during the whole lighting procedure. Alright, so then you come down here and you take your grill lighter and spark it and light the pilot light down there. After the pilot light lights, you still hold this in for another 10 seconds or so to heat it up. Then you go to whatever operating temperature you want. But when you shut it off, obviously the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. You have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Even the cooktop looks like it's hardly been used, so. Okay. So your refrigerator. This is a gas absorption refrigerator, meaning it'll run on LP gas, and it will run on 110 AC. So these are your controls here. Okay, that's on. You even get the cool blue light with it. Took a team of 20 engineers 2.5 months to decide on that color. So okay, so basically this is your mode button. Okay, we're not plugged into power right now, so electricity is not going to show up on here. Right now it's automatically lighting on gas. Okay, so that's a good thing, because I'll explain. AU means automatic. That means it always seeks out electricity, and if it can't find it, it'll switch to LP gas. Also, if you're running on electricity and there's a power outage at the campground, let's say you lose power for an afternoon, it'll sense that. It'll already automatically switch over and light on gas. Okay. Now it just faulted there, saying it didn't light. That's what that flashing is. But if you recall, our gas is shut off at the front, so it would do that. So keep in mind, 9 times out of 10 you're just going to run it on automatic, and it'll select electricity over gas, and then gas if it has to. And of course that's your temperature right there. Okay. This looks new too. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. Alright, so this device down here is your power converter. What this does, it converts 110 AC over to 12 volt DC. Okay, so let me open it up here. So you got 120 volt AC fuses right here, like you'd see at home, and they're labeled, of course. Then over here, if you can see, you've got 12 volt fuses right here, and they're labeled. So the power is converted from AC to DC power over here. Also keep in mind that when you're plugged in, this is a battery tender. It'll sense how much energy your battery needs, and it'll keep it charged up. So if your battery's really charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps up there to maintain it. But if it's low, it can send 10 amps or whatever it needs. Okay, that's the power converter. when you fold this up, they're going to show you how it folds up when you pick up the trailer. But I just wanted to tell you, you pull this pole out, and this bar you pull down, this crossbar. You can see there's a crease here in the mattress, so the top of that bar should end up right here, and then the mattress folds over the bar. Okay, and this folds, you put this way, and it stores underneath here too, and then you put it up. So the thing is, you fold it up like that every time. Also, with these hybrids, always make sure that when you're closing up the trailer, or up the bed anyway, the canvas is on the inside of the seal. It's not being pinched in the seal, anything like that. You go around, you make sure it's put together correctly, and then lock it, and you'll never have a water issue or anything like that. So just make sure you do that every time you put it away. Same thing goes with the front. Okay, so let me see what else we have here. This couch here jackknifes flat, so you can use it into a bed. This collapses. You're just going to push this dot, which is connected to a lever here. You'll push it to the right, and you'll hear it unlatch, and then that's hinged. The table legs are hinged, so you just fold them up, and then the top will sit right down on these cleats here, right? And then you use the back cushion to fill in the space. So that's another bed. Over here, I didn't show you. This device here is the LP and carbon monoxide detector. So you see it's green. It should always be green. If it goes off, it's detected LP or carbon monoxide buildup, so you take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, and figure out what's happening. Also, if it beeps very slowly, it's telling you your battery's low. I'm going to put it through a self-test here. So that's LP, now here comes carbon monoxide. There you go. Then back to green. It should always be green, if not, get it serviced. Okay, let's see. You just have an analog thermostat, but a neat feature, you have two of these fans, one in here and one in the bathroom. So obviously the lid has to be up to operate it, but it has 4 speeds, and so you can really get it cranking. But the main thing is, if you're, let's say it's the time of year where it's cool at night and you get condensation from your breath, and let's say you got people over, and there's 6, 8 people sitting in here, and you start to get condensation issues, always just open the vent up, turn it on low, do the same one in the bathroom, or just do the bathroom one for that matter, and it'll pull all that out. You'll never have an issue with it, so it'll just pull all the moisture out, which is a good thing. I didn't mention this is your antenna right here. It just cranks up and down, like so. You stop cranking when you hear it hit the roof, and also if you pull this down and spin it, this spins the entire antenna, so you can fine tune it. Okay, also keep in mind that, I'm going to have to pull this loose here, that I just have to find what I'm looking for. It's not there. Here. This is the signal booster for your digital antenna. You can sort of see there that it's, right there it's green. I can shut it off if I want, but if I was to do that I won't get a good picture. So if you're using the antenna, you want that on, so the green light is lit up. Alright? Alright, so let's check out the bathroom. I think I've covered everything out here. So all the plugs are wired through a GFCI, which is right here, so you'll reset it there even if it pops outside. Sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. With the RV toilet, if you don't know, the black tank is directly below it. So to open the trap, you'll just step on the pedal here. When you do, you can't use it dry, so what you do is you take a chemical in one hand, you'll come in here after you hook up your water and your power, you'll come inside here, you'll step on the pedal, throw the chemical in, and then the water will spin around and go down into the tank. You put about a gallon or so of water in there, and you're all set. Never run it without water and chemical in it. The smell will be terrible, and plus it can get clogged up. So, okay, and the rest of it's some of the self-evident stuff. I mean, there's a smoke detector, things like that. So, okay. Now make sure the manufacturer states, all manufacturers state that every 90 days the roof should be inspected. This roof you can walk on no problem at all. So what you do is every 90 days you or someone else go up on the roof. You can walk up there no problem, just be very careful of course. But you go up on the roof, you walk around, you look at all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation. You look at the vent covers, make sure they weren't damaged by a low branch or something like that. Check the roofing material to make sure it's in good shape. And if you see an issue, you take care of it immediately. And that's not for this trailer, it's for every trailer ever made. So it's very important to inspect your roof. And also, of course, you have to winterize it in the late fall, early winter. Okay? Thanks for buying your trailer here at National RV. And when you come to pick it up, we'll show you how the hitch works. Thank you.